Hi, this is Alla Mazurenko. I'm a realtor here in Miami for the last 5 years, and today I would like to talk to you about the buying process in Miami during these difficult times of the COVID-19. Today I would like to interview a very great loan officer, David.Caporini, that I've been working with for the last 5 years. Hi David, thank you so much for being here today with me, and thank you for your time and your guidance in this very difficult time and times of uncertainty. When we do have times of uncertainty, it's very important to get down to the facts, to see what exactly is going on. And you can only do that by talking to an expert. And David is a true expert. So David, please tell me, what is the difference of the buying process right now? Does it take longer time to get loan pre-approval? How long does it take to close in general?
The home buying process right now for us is basically the same. We have a digital platform from start to finish. So it's a very smooth and easy process. Other lenders may not have the same process, they may not have the technology, and so for them the process might be slower. Maybe they were not able to convert to remote and having their employees work remote. Our company is completely 100% remote, so it's not slowing us down whatsoever. We are maintaining the same momentum and actually even going greater lengths with the refinance business right now. So we have the technology, we have the loan programs, we've got the low rates, we've got the liquidity, we've got a full team of people working from home, ready to make sure all these files close and close on time. Regarding approvals, with us, we have a sophisticated system, so it can be within 24 to 48 hours. Let me break it down for you. Because we have a digital system, everything's electronic, so we have the ability to move fairly quickly. So pre-approvals can be same day. Heck, it can even be 15, 20 minutes with our online digital application. And then once we get all the income, assets, debt, and credit, and the file gets submitted to underwriting, we can have an answer back in 24 to 48 hours if we need it. Otherwise, it just goes through a normal process and we can have it back in typically 10 days. And then with regard to closings, the 30 days is typical closing time for us. We can do it for less, but 30 days is the normal closing time for us in this type of environment. Refinances are going to take a little bit longer to close because the refinances, the people are already in the homes and we've already locked in their great low rate. So there's not a rush in getting those refinances closed because we already know what the new low payment's going to be.
Thank you, David. I also would like to ask you, what are the interest rates at the moment? Do you see them fluctuating?
Interest rates, wow, that's a loaded question. Okay, where do we start? They're on the move. Listen, they're still historically low rates. Yes, they move. There's peaks and valleys. And don't confuse the mortgage rates with the Fed rates. The Fed rate is not a consumer-facing rate. The mortgage rates are consumer-facing. The auto loans, the credit cards, boat loans, those are credit-facing, consumer-facing credit loans that the consumers would be honing in on. But right now, the mortgage rates are super low. We're locking in loans, as recent as yesterday and last Friday, 2.8, 2.9, 3.1 on some other products. Just depends on the loan program that they need or they qualify for, the type of amortization schedule that they're requesting. It's also dependent on the credit score, and occupancy type and some other factors. So everything is case by case. Not every rate goes with every transaction. So the rates are phenomenal right now, and listen, now is a phenomenal time to buy and get that low rate. And if you have a higher rate on your current mortgage, it's a great time to refinance right now.
And do you see a lot of refinancing? Are the banks overwhelmed?
Yes, refinances. So for us, we elected to split them up. So it doesn't, we did not want our purchase transactions to hold up or be held up by the refinance volume. So we, the company, strategically elected to separate those transactions so it doesn't hold up the home buying process. And think about it, people need to move out of their home, people need to move into their new home, get on with their life, get the moving truck unpacked or packed up, So we don't want to hold up those purchase transactions. So we keep those on a different, track, if you will, to make sure that those close on schedule. And then the refinances, due to the volume, we will get those closed as soon as everything has been verified and approved. Those people are already in their homes, and they're just looking forward to having that fabulous new rate and the new monthly, low monthly payment.
And as we know, the evictions have been prohibited for the 60-day period. Do we have any mortgage relief options for the property owners at these trying times?
Yes, there was some relief based on the presidential emergency declaration signed on March the 13th. Basically, servicers, mortgage services, the servicing companies that collect the monthly payment for these current homeowners, they're not allowed to report late payments to the credit bureaus if they're a victim of the coronavirus. In addition, forbearance, they can set up, the servicing companies can set up a forbearance plan, which will help make up some new payments to help the homeowner get through this difficult process if their employment or income was adversely affected. And then loan modifications. Perhaps they really need a loan modification because they were not able to go back to their old job. They have a new job and maybe it doesn't pay them as much, so therefore they need a lower monthly mortgage payment so that they can stay in their home. So these are all helpful things to help people keep in their homes and not adversely affect their credit.
Thank you, David. And do we see any mortgage forbearance cases? Are there any moratoriums to postpone or stop foreclosures?
Yes, there is relief here too on the foreclosures. So as part of the emergency declaration signed by the president on March the 13th, the foreclosures have been put on hold at least for 60 days until coronavirus is passed. So that process is on hold for foreclosures. Now that does not apply to a home that was abandoned or vacant. This is for people that this break, if you will, this leniency is for people that are currently in their homes. The foreclosure process would be on hold for 60 days.
And as a professional, what is your prediction? I can't really say prediction because none of us has a magic ball and we do not foresee the future, but what tendencies do you see in the current market and where do you think we're going to go?
Prediction, wow, that's a loaded word. So listen, I don't have a crystal ball, but I can tell you I've been doing this for 21 years and right now the market is doing great. And I think we're going to get through this in a fair amount of time and the market will return and then flourish. There's a lot of people working. The interest rates are low, historically low. The house prices are remaining stable. And listen, there's different areas, there's different markets, there's different states, there's different counties, there's different communities. So some will weather this coronavirus better than others, but it's case by case, community by community. And sometimes, building by building, if you're looking at condominiums, it just depends on the market. So my prediction is that we're going to grow out of this and we're going to learn and everyone will be just fine. At least that's what I'm hoping for.
The real estate market does not stop. If you have a professional realtor that can represent you, if you have a professional loan officer, just like David.Caporini, you can always know that the force is on your side. The real estate industry is running indeed, and we will always be there, myself personally, to serve you to the best of my ability.